to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw right away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Now Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Gets past one man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Prescott off play action. Open man down the field is low, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At the 22-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Longhorn with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now Prescott.
5.
They'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Hey, kill! 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kicker on
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in the zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Prescott to throw it. That's to the running back, Jalen Blue. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
To throw is Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 7-7, our score after one.
Brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, kill! Yeah, here we go. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
Well, that's
yards.
one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
47. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
18 more
The
yards.
catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive, no matter what the defense tried, They couldn't stop them.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nifty move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 27. They go with blue between the tackles. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's a second and 5.
We're going to 54. Yeah, here we go. Go, get out there. There we go, kill.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
17 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Blue. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it.
Kill. There we go, going to 53. What do you think?
Prescott from the gun. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Prescott now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Maffa is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want during the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's caught by Lamb. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
14-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. We're going to 52.
He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Across midfield. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown.